All right, all right. Hello, everyone, and now welcome to a game between TGW and RaZZoRMaN. This game taking place here on Springtime 1.3. RaZZoRMaN spawning as the Teal Orc, opening things up with a Farseer Grunt, going up against a Keeper of the Grove, as well. TGW spawns as the Yellow Night Elf. Game is already underway, so let's go ahead and jump right on into it. As the Ancient of War tanking some damage, allowing the Archer to slowly pick off hit points and the Keeper of the Grove to finish off two very, very low hit point, or two low hit point units with a third one who will get taken down as well. Coming back to the other side, Farseer did open up with that single grunt right there. We may be looking at a detonation from that Wisp to try to remove some precious mana, and there's that detonation, removing mana, taking down a Spirit Wolf, and getting that just more ahead. Keeper of the Grove already moving out across the battlefield, has a circlet of nobility, and going to be putting pressure into the middle portion of the map. Springtime 1.3 is unique in a sense that it has this open battlefield right in the middle that is difficult to explain. There's this creeps just off to one side here. The gold mine really not pressured, but the gold mine is in the center, and you're allowed to pass through it. The way that the map designer lined up this particular creep camp allows players to walk across the map in the center and not really face that many units while still having a gold mine right there. All right, a very natural point of interest built into the map as we're looking at the Farseer now looking to clear things up here. Farseer looking to dance back and forth as we are looking at the Keeper of the Grove and Farseer getting into a bit of an engagement. And there goes an entangle now as that wolf or that grunt could get taken down pretty quick. All right, Archers going to go ahead and try and Shadow Meld. One grunt easily going to be taken down. There is a deny. Very beautiful last hit by RaZZoRMaN right there as that lightning or that orb attack from RaZZoRMaN, denying that precious experience even though the grunt was taken down. Meanwhile, though, Keeper of the Grove and that Archer were both shadow melding. They're going to try and retreat back. Peons trying to get in front of all of those units, not going to be able to do so. Scroll of Speed now chasing after some of those precious units there as the Farseer unable to get around that Huntress, pretty much getting brake checked along the highway when it was, pedal to the metal, so to speak. Coming back around, though, the Farseer is still chasing as we should be looking at text to tier 2 coming in from both sides. Hello, Rainer. How are you doing? Thank you for tuning in as things are getting underway. Coming back through, Farseer heading back off to the north here, going to sell some items and picks up, I believe, a Circlet of Nobility. Can't quite remember if it was already there or not. Eagle-eyed viewers with the rewind ability on YouTube will tell me if I was wrong, as the Farseer looking to clear out this mercenary creep camp now. Off on the far side here, we are looking at the Keeper of the Grove still putting in pressure. There are Huntresses were Huntresses still being trained up. Can't find that Ancient of War. There we are. Ancient of War off in that frontline position, still very much exposed as the Keeper of the Grove is still looking to put in a pressure here. There goes another entangle. There's going to be a Cloak of Shadows, and that Cloak of Shadows for that harassment feature just actually very powerful indeed. There goes another grunt. The Sasquatch almost came in with the last hit there as another grunt looks to get taken down again. Are we going to see another entangle or another deny once more? Spirit Wolf trying to get away, allowing that grunt to retreat all the way back as the Keeper of the Grove wants to dive on into that grunt, and the peons the grunt saying, "Save me, peons! Jump inside your homes and throw a bunch of spears at these huntresses now." All right, Scroll of Town Portal teleporting back home as the Keeper of the Grove picking up a Panda as the second hero instead of the Alchemist, interestingly enough. Keeper of the Grove going to heal back up and now perhaps make a bit of a play using was that a Moonstone? No. I believe, or is that Artificial Nightfall? Yeah, it is Artificial Nightfall. The overlay doesn't actually show the little eclipse. You gotta hover over it in order to actually see that there. If I move that, yeah, nope. It doesn't go away. Panda sitting at level 1, obviously, as he was just hired up. There is a breath of fire going down across multiple units. Forest Troll High Priest gonna get cleaned up here as the Sasquatch and the remaining units. Ice Troll Trapper also taking a little bit of damage as well. Claves are bouncing back across in multiple locations. Coming back off to the north, Spirit Wolf going to take a little bit of damage here as they were trying to do a bit of scouting as well. Shadow Hunter, that second hero, Pendant of Energy on that Shadow Hunter, meaning lots of healing waves and or hexes, or well, I guess more importantly, Serpent Wards in this matchup, as the Huntresses are going to be dealing major damage if they go unchallenged. All right, Farseer now getting up to level 3 already, making sure to get level 3 first. Wand of Illusion not gonna go up ahead and get picked up once again as the units now make their way off to the center and just try to do a bit more creeping for their own strategies. All right, shop gonna go ahead and be cleared up now. There is a Shadow Hunter going after that, Forest Troll, Berserker, Polar Bear, and this Ogre Magi. Coming back across on the other side here, Ancient of War, well, going to be eating through some trees and perhaps trying to tank a little bit more of a difficult creep camp. Going to take a little bit of time to get there, as Nature's Blessing is not being researched at all. Coming back through, Wand of Illusion dropped once more. Pure Up the Vitality, very strong for that Brewmaster as that frontline unit, as Dryads are also joining in on the battle as well. Here we are, here we go. Furborg's going to clear up the 644 creep camp with, or 6444 creep camp. Level 4 units there, as the Teal Army is now off to the north looking to see if an expansion has been established. No expansion, but still some pretty free or easy experience to try and be gathered. Not the trees, no, anything but the trees. Panda gonna get to level 2 here. No drunken, oh, nope, there's that Drunken Haze over Drunken Brawler. That 1-2 combination. Drunken Haze actually mitigating a lot of damage with that miss effect as well, as the glaives are just bouncing around, finishing off the last of these units once more. All right. Panda just shy of level 3. Shadow Hunter just, or a little bit shy of level 3 as well, as both sides are hoping to get to 2 level 3 heroes before that next engagement. Quick Abolish Magic there does not give level 3 to the Panda, continuing to inch closer and closer over. I guess saying you're inching closer and closer over, like, is that an American phrase? Can like, because most of the world is metric, can you say it's like centimeter over and over? That, or that just doesn't sound right to me. And I guess the question would be, like, do people who use the metric system actually have that phrase inching closer and closer? You guys let me know in the comments. Right, like, since inches only exist well, in America, Australia, Hong Kong, and in what, Britain, right? I don't know. You guys let me know. Keeper of the Grove, Cloak of Shadows, going to go ahead and try to go after this Magnetar, Reaver, Creep Camp, Giant, Polar Bear, Ice Troll, Berserker, Ice Troll, High Priest, going to go ahead and try and engage here as well. Both heroes, or the Brewmaster, could try to get to level 4, and this is a bit interesting. Both sides are allowing the other side to try and get their experience on their heroes. I don't know who's going to be coming out ahead here. The fact that the Farseer got up to level 4 means that he now has also access to Chain Lightning level 2, but oddly enough, the Shadow Hunter has opted to go for Healing Wave instead of Serpent Wards. So there is Hex and Healing Wave over Serpent Wards now, and with so many Dryads and Huntresses, this may be a bit of an uphill climb. All right, Brewmaster does get to level 4. Where is that Keeper of the Grove? Keeper of the Grove actually kept his distance a little bit more. Not quite sure why. Well, I guess level 1 Brawler over level 2 Treants was the reason there, as we're still looking at a bit of creeping. Level 4 Farseer, level 3 Shadow Hunter looking to clear things up. Kodo Beast is out on the battlefield as well. Both sides sitting in no upkeep, no War Mill up, or no reinforced defense upgrades as of yet. Meanwhile, we are at Tree of Eternity with, well, Druid of the Claw as well. So we are transitioning away from Huntresses and Dryads and now going into Druid of the Claw. Perhaps RaZZoRMaN has, well, history with TGW, knowing that if he does try and go for that Shadow Hunter as that second hero, that Huntresses are not going to be flooding through, and that's why he opted to go for a level 2 Healing Wave over level 2 Serpent Wards. All of these mind games and strategies and pivots trying to get summed up into a single game of Warcraft 3 when there is already history between these two players. All right, both sides going to try and engage. In comes the Farseer. Grunt's going to engage. There's a Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire across multiple units. Chain Lightning bouncing around, actually getting the detonation off in the back, as the damage over time is going to be adding up. 52 supply compared to 64. RaZZoRMaN really jumped up on top of the overall supply count as more Huntresses are joining in on the battle. Kodo Beast trying to back away. Dryad with that slow poison trying to get their friend back. That Kodo Beast down to 35, 15 hit points. Huntress is unable to catch up there, and finally getting that there as the Druid of the Cloud now back out onto the battlefield. However, the Druid of the Cloud needs to run on back in order to get the Scroll of Town Portal, and it looks like that will actually work out. Wow, that Kodo Beast represented a very, very big shift overall in supply, as that Kodo Beast is a 4 supply unit that was chomping down on another 4 supply unit. Coming back through, though, we are looking at, Spirit Walkers looking to clear up, making use of this opportunity. Whenever your opponent scrolls of town portals away, use that opportunity because you know where your opponent is at. If you can try and clear out a creep camp, that would definitely help out, as this Belt of Giant Strength does represent a large amount of hit points, and no one is picking it up so far. That could be a little bit of to haunt if the Panda ends up finding it. There's a Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire bouncing around there, getting in some damage once more as an Entangle goes down as well. Kodo Beast still has a bear in its belly, unable to get anything new. 58 supply compared to 57 as peons are now making their way over. Huntresses are actually just shadow melding in the back instead of joining in on the battle, as the Panda continuing to do a bit of pressure and pushing. All right, Druid of the Cloud now trying to make its way over. There is no Spirit Link. The peons are just really joining in on the battle to join in on that battle, as that Kodo Beast, is it going to get blown over before that? Well, there goes a Dine and Dash. That is your ticket to Dine and Dash. That scroll of speed right there, as that Druid of the Claw looks like it will get taken down and get finished digesting. All right, going to go ahead and eat up another unit. There goes another Druid of the Claw right there. The Kodo Beast representing such a big problem, as both sides are still fighting their way through. Are we going to see that Kodo Beast get taken down? Yes, we are. A new Kodo Beast, however, is chomping down on a unit. 32 supply compared to 44. All right, Heroes. Brewmaster, seeing that level 4, comes back around, could find this Belt of Giant Strength. Is he going to pick it up and give it to that Brewmaster, or hold on to it? Well, nope, it looks as though the Keeper of the Grove going to be holding on to it. Level 5, level 4. RaZZoRMaN with a monstrous advantage right now in terms of hero level. Fly 4 going up against 4-3, but the Panda is on the cusp of level 5 and could come back across with some big breaths of fire and Drunken Haze. On top of this, RaZZoRMaN also has the economic advantage as well. RaZZoRMaN, continuing to build his lead over TGW. I don't see many many possibilities for TGW to get back into this game, but both sides did lose quite a bit. All right, Panda going to get up to, Keeper of the Grove going to get up to level 4 first before the Panda can get up to level 5, trying to finish off some of those units, and talk about being just a little bit short. One experience, all the difference as the engagement going to get underway. Drunken Haze, no Drunken Haze. There is just one more unit that needs to get taken down. A Breath of Fire, actually finding a random peasant in the back would be a very big deal, as the Brewmaster would be that much stronger. There is, that Staff of Preservation saving right there. Staff of Teleportation perhaps inbound back again, as the Panda unable to, doesn't want to use its mana just quite yet. There goes a Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire, and now using that mana, and now having another mana pot ready to go for another follow-up Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire. Druid of the Claw gonna go ahead and get taken down. Kodo Beast coming over with something in its belly, as the Panda has enough for another Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire, waiting for that combination there. There it goes. There's that Breath of Fire going down once more. Level 3 Spirit Wolves, however, really racking up that damage there, as the Kodo Beast, in a little bit of trouble. Are we going to see a Breath of Fire go back across again? Yes, we are blowing things over. That is a lot of low hit point units, as the Panda still needs just a little bit more mana to try and find their way. All right, adding up a little bit more damage. There's a tree and opening things up. That was a beautiful play there, trying to open things up once more as the Panda still low on mana, as the Panda now needs to try to get back as the Treants are looking to join in on the battle. All right, Rejuvenation onto the Panda. Or Druid of the Claw now trying to retreat back home as the Druid of the Claw slowly walks back and by a little bit of time as a Breath of Fire goes across multiple units again. All right, that Spirit Link really saving up quite a bit of damage as this low hit point Druid of the Claw could get finished down. Raider, Staff of Preservation for the save, as right now TGW is playing out of his mind, trying to micro or maximize all of this micro again. Treants coming back over. There is another Breath of Fire coming back across here. Brewmaster somehow still has a little bit more mana after all this time, and we're going to continue to find this. There's another Staff of Preservation as the Kodo Beast could end up getting blown over, giving back another Dryad. All right, damage still racking up there. There gives a little bit of damage as the level 6 Brewmaster is out here on the battlefield. 35 supply compared to 37. Some brilliant and beautiful plays all the way around. And TGW seemingly pulls off an improbable comeback, getting up to level 6 on his Panda. So he was down 2 levels and now has taken the overall, or has evened up the overall experience, or not experience lead, the overall level lead. But with the Panda out here on the battlefield, well, things change dramatically. Brewmaster going to be using up that Clarity Potion now, and we are going to be looking at a counter push here. 28 supply army going up against 34, but what 5 of that supply is a level 6 Brewmaster who also has a Potion of Mana and should be opening things up with, after Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire, perhaps Earth Storm and Fire with that ultimate ability. All right. Unit's going to be walking out here. Treants are joining in on the battle. There's a quick roar, and now in comes an engagement as well. Brewmaster trying to fight their way through. That is a bit of bonus damage across multiple units as the Dryads are going to be getting into position. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire across multiple units. Does he still have mana? Yes, well, enough mana for Earth Storm and Fire, and here we go, opening things up. There's some taunt as the Keeper of the Grove has to be careful. During this time, while Earth Storm and Fire is available, you do not have access to that other Staff of Preservation for that Keeper of the Grove if he is taking damage. There goes a Raider once more, a little bit more damage. Slow poison damage is still racking up across multiple sides. There is another taunt, and suddenly the Farseer is going back the other way, going after Fire. Fire is getting surrounded by a bunch of Orc units and taking this pretty significant damage. Meanwhile, Earth is still dishing it out as a Storm trying to rack up more damage, finishing off some of those Spirit Walkers. The Spirit, or the Storm of Spirit Walker, could actually go after the Spirit Walkers while they're in the ethereal form and rack up more damage as we're looking at an Entangle go down as well. 48 supply compared to 41. Shadowhunter being forced to use a Scroll of Town Portal in order to get away. Dryad gets taken down there, and they do all retreat back. All right. Now, Farseer could get up to level 6. That would open things up to level 3 Chain Lightning or Earthquake. Not necessarily the biggest shift overall, but the Keeper of the Grove could get up to level 5 as well. All right, Panda going to get in some damage here, perhaps get a Breath of Fire across all of these nicely lined up peons, and there you are, getting in that damage as well. Dryad now trying to retreat all the way back as well. There's some big repairs as the Dryad comes back into a corner and trying to fight back. There's a Staff of Preservation for the save. Panda continuing to fight. There's some, there goes the building. There goes a Breath of Fire as the Brewmaster with so many potions in its backpack, drinking his way to victory by getting potions of mana and clarity. All right, that Brewmaster, apparently potions of mana have a bit of a high proof, allowing that Breath of Fire to continually be blown across as the Farseer are going to fall at level 6 here, and that may be the game. TGW, who was significantly behind, playing out of his mind for about 4 minutes, and being able to come back and win. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It's all about the mindset. You can beat the most talented player with the right mindset and tricks with mind control. Nice to catch you live. That was a very good game. That was an absolutely beautiful, beautiful game. RaZZoRMaN, however, on the wrong end of that quote. Thank you for offering up that quote there as we look at the final scores.